What's up, everyone? Just after my news video, I decided I wanted to do one more video today because I hadn't had one in a while, and this one is more personal. I want to talk about a game I love, and I believe a lot of people do, and that is The Last of Us. I'm not going to talk about the remasters. I'm just going to talk about Last of Us in general. I wasn't originally going to buy this because I was like, there's not much point. I already own Last of Us on PS3, as you can clearly see. And no, I did not buy it for the sake of the graphics, although it looks a bit better, but not in too advanced. So some people, they might think it looks better, other people it doesn't look the same. I bought it mainly because I wanted to get a play on my PS4, because I think my PS4 has been seriously underused, and well, I didn't buy the DLC for The Last of Us, like the multiplayer, so I said, I played the multiplayer a lot, which is weird, because when I first got Last of Us, I had already played the single player on my friend. My friend gave me a loan of it, and I was like, this is amazing. Then I played the multiplayer, I was like, okay, this is some of the most addictive multiplayer you'll ever play. So I was like, gotta get it. But no, my friend of course had to sell his Last of Us, so now he's asking me to get a PS4. I was like, really? You really want to play it? And he's like, well, Last of Us, it's better to have a team and people you know, so I said, why not? I'll get it. I found out that it counts as a separate game on the PS4. Like, if you played Last of Us on the PS3, those trophies don't count on this, because Last of Us PS4 Remastered counts as a separate game with the trophies already set. I'm happy about this, because this lets me play through it all again to get most of the trophies, and lets me restart the multiplayer, which I'm quite happy about, honestly, because it gives me more time to play it. And who does love more Last of Us? Let's be honest with ourselves here. Anyway, Last of Us came out around last year, and I believe to many people was a lot of people's game of the year that year, which is no small feat considering the games that had come out that year as well, along like GTA 5, Bioshock Infinite, Assassin's Creed Black Flag, Tomb Raider, among many other great games. And personally for me, it was my game of the year. Last of Us just outshone everything, because I was not expecting it, especially from Naughty Dog. Now don't get me wrong, Naughty Dog is one of my favourite video game developers. I love the Jak and Daxter is probably my personal favourite. Well, it was. Last was, I think, tops it now a bit over how good it is. But Uncharted was great, but I never expected the level of deep story that Last was coming. I did not think Naughty Dog had it in him. And, well, I was impressed. I was like, with this game, Naughty Dog have cemented themselves being one of the top tier developers in all of gaming. I mean, I honestly put their storytelling now. Last of Us is up there with the greats. For me, like Final Fantasy VII, Mass Effect trilogy, the Metal Gear Solid series, I mean, and many others. It's up there. That's how good I believe it is. And now a year later, does it hold up? Well, obviously it's only been a year, so obviously it does. But what are my thoughts a year later? I recently went back to replay it. I have to say, the story is still as good as ever. I just love the relationship between Ellie and Joel. It's so subtle. It starts off as the two strangers that don't really care much for each other, but as they interact, it slowly and gradually builds, and it's really natural. It feels like it's really natural. Like the relationship is like real. Like Ellie and Joel slowly get more joined up together, and they have to rely on each other more and more. And you really get attached to both these characters, because Joel at the start, after the first hour or half an hour, and Joel's daughter dies. By the way, there's going to be spoilers. It's a year later, so sorry if I spoil anything. His daughter dies, and I was like, whoa, I came to have this such emotional scene at the start. I was impressed. I was like, well, this is quite sad. I don't see how this is going to get worse. What little did I know. But then, it contrasts to the end then when you're saving Ellie. And I love that moment when Joel's carrying Ellie out of the hospital in his arms. And it's just a flashback to the beginning when he was carrying Sarah, and you feel so emotionally connected to Ellie and Joel, because they spent so much time bonding and getting to know each other. And you feel like Ellie is Joel's daughter and Joel is her surrogate father. And the ending is probably one of the most controversial parts of Last of Us, but it's so beautiful the way it's done. Like, at first I was like, really? I understand what you're going for interpreted, but I prefer endings that are more clear and more like you get everything. Like the Lord of the Rings ending in the movie, everything's addressed, nothing's left open. But it's really well done, because Joel lies straight to Ellie, because he does, yeah, it may save the world, but Ellie is all he has. He's the reason for living, and he does not want to die. But Ellie, the part that's the best is Ellie, because Ellie says, okay, like you can tell she knows something's up. She knows that Joel is lying with son, but she doesn't want to know, because she is that attached to Joel, and she doesn't want to lose him, that she's willing to accept the lie. I just thought it really showed how selfish we can be, but how mostly attached we can become to other people, and how we need other people to live. Like, we're all social creatures. And so many moments in The Last of Us just show us how humanity can become, how desperate we can become, or how it's just really good. And in terms of survival of a zombie apocalypse, this is one of the best that's ever been done. It's so emotional, and it's up there. It's just a masterpiece. Last of Us is just a masterpiece. And not only that, but the multiplayer, which the single player tops everything. The single player is the most important aspect. But the multiplayer, there was so much thought and detail. It didn't feel like it was just rushed as an add-on. It was deep. It was great. It was so unique. Like, it's almost stealthy, craft. And it's so good. I could talk for hours about how good Last of Us is. But I just wanted to make a brief video talking about what I thought. And if none of you ever played Last of Us, buy it now. Go out, stop this, just turn this off and buy it. You have to get Last of Us. It is amazing. Even for people who don't play games that often, you have to play it. It's just one of the games that transcends movies, books, any type of literature. It is as good as anything, and it is really a testament how good video games become. Anyone who says video games aren't art, you have to play Last of Us, because it will prove you wrong. As again, Last of Us. Play it! Thank you. And I'll be back again for another video tomorrow or the next day. Thank you, and of course, as always, like, subscribe, comment, and see you next time.